We are at home cooking with Miss Brenda D. So welcome from Miss Brenda D and her family.
Hello everyone. How y'all doing on this nice, beautiful day? Today we're making delicious fried cabbage, y'all. Yes, and here are our ingredients. Here we have some hickory smoked bacon, onions, green, red, and orange bell peppers, cabbage, smoked sausage, onion powder, black pepper, garlic powder, and salt. Okay, y'all, let's get to cooking. Here we're chopping up our vegetables. We're starting with our onions, and the way I chop them up, I always chop them up the long way, so they can be seen. For the people that don't eat onions, they can always just take out the onions, but in this recipe, the onions are delicious. It's all up to you. I'm cutting up maybe a half of a medium onion. I'm only cutting up the amount of vegetable that I want in my cabbage, but if you want to use more, make this recipe yours. Here we're cutting up our bell peppers. The colors are so pretty. That's the reason why I used a different color bell peppers. I have removed all the seeds and I'm cutting them into strips. The size that you want your bell peppers to be is up to you. You can make yours larger or smaller than the strips that I'm cutting. Okay, we're all finished with our bell peppers. Now it's time to cut up our hickory smoked bacon. You can leave your bacon as is or cut them up in smaller pieces. We're cutting ours into bite-sized pieces. Now it's time to cut up our smoked sausage. Y'all, these sausages are so delicious. This was my first time purchasing this brand. These are made in Texas. There are no right way to cut up your smoked sausage. Sometimes I want to cut mine up a little fancy. You can cut these up as so or any way you prefer. Be very careful when using a knife. Okay, we're all done with our smoked sausages. Now let's go to our cabbage. Here we have a large head of cabbage, and what we're doing, we're going to cut the end core off. Dispose of that. And we're going to cut our cabbage into 4 quarters. Here we're cutting it in half. Now we're cutting this piece in half. Here I'm showing you the middle core that we're going to cut out. And we're cutting it as so. And we're going to throw these cores away. Okay, we're going to repeat this process. So now we're going to cut our cabbage into strips. This is how I cut up my cabbage. If you cut up your cabbage a different way, you do you, okay? Okay, our cabbage is all done. Okay, now let's get to cooking. In this large skillet, I'm adding a little oil, maybe 4 or 5 tablespoons. This is so that we can fry up our meat and vegetables. letting y'all know this is a very large cast iron skillet. Here we're adding our bacon to our oil. My heat is on a medium-high heat, so we don't want to fry this on a high heat because it may fry too fast and burn. And we're going to fry this until it becomes almost crispy. This is what we're looking for. Now it's time for us to add in our sausage. This is the reason I didn't cook our bacon all the way, is because the sausage needs to sear as well. And so that way the bacon can continue to fry up, and then we're also searing up our sausage. We're going to sear up our sausage until they become a little crispy around the edges. Okay, our sausage has a little crisp around the edges, so now it's time for us to remove them from our skillet. Here I have turned off my skillet completely because it continues to cook. And then I'm going to turn my heat back on a medium heat because we don't want to saute our vegetables up too fast. Here we're adding in our vegetables. And now we're going to saute our vegetables. We're only going to saute these onions and peppers just for a little while because remember, when we add in our cabbage, they're going to continue to cook. So you can cook them now, or you can just add your cabbage in right now if you prefer. I want mine to be like semi-cooked so that when I add my cabbage and fry my cabbage, the peppers will be fully cooked by the time the cabbage is done. Like I always say, make this recipe yours. Okay, this is the texture I want my peppers and onions to be. So now it's time for us to add in our cabbage. Now we're adding in our cabbage. This is a large skillet, so we was able to put all our cabbage into our skillet. We're using our spatula to move our cabbage around because sometimes it does go ahead and start cooking at the bottom. So make sure to bring your peppers and your onions up on top so they won't cook too fast on the bottom. So just use your spatula or your large spoon to move your vegetables and your cabbage around. Here I'm putting the remainder of our cabbage into our skillet. Here we're continuing moving our cabbage and our peppers and onions around because you have to be very careful, and because we don't want it to burn. So keep a check on the bottom of your skillet So that's how it's becoming a fried cabbage, because you have to continue to use your spatula or spoon to bring up your cabbage and move it around so that it can fry and cook evenly. Time to time, move around your vegetables and cabbage to make sure it's moved around and that it is cooking. Um, just make sure you keep an eye on it. Don't just leave the kitchen. It's just like you're just sauteing up your cabbage as well as you did your peppers. So just keep tossing it around, stirring it around until it gets to the texture that you're wanting your cabbage to be. As you can see, they are cooking down some as you look at their cabbage. And so that's what you do. Just continue to toss this around, saute this around until it gets to the texture that you want. Since our cabbage has cooked down some, now it's time to add in our sausage and bacon. Now we're mixing our sausage and bacon into our cabbage. Try not to put your sausage at the bottom. Try to keep them just closer to the top as you stir them in. Because remember, our cabbage is still frying, and then me, myself, I don't want my sausage to be fried any more than they are. So that's the reason why I do what I do. It's all up to you. Letting y'all know I'm cooking this on a medium-high heat. Try not to cook this too fast. Here I'm adding a lid, and this is optional. You don't have to do this, but this is what I prefer to do so that the steam can get in this and go ahead and cook it. And then, what I do, I remove my lid before it gets all the way done, and then I continue to fry it. And the texture is all up to you, the way you want yours cooked. Some people like theirs with a crispier cabbage. You can turn it off right now. Or it all depends on you how you like yours to be. So just cook it to the texture that you prefer. Okay? We're going to continue to fry our cabbage until this cabbage get to the texture that I'm looking for. And then we're going to be right back. Okay, our cabbage is almost there. What I'm going to do now, we're going to season our cabbage. We're adding in a little black pepper, onion powder, and our garlic powder. And then we're going to mix our seasonings in well. Okay, I have tasted my cabbage, and they need a little salt in it. So I'm adding my salt here. And I'm mixing it together. And we're going to be back with the final result. Okay, y'all, we are back. I hope y'all enjoyed cooking with me as much as I always enjoy cooking with you all. This cabbage was so delicious, and I want y'all to try it and tell me what would you serve with your cabbage. I decided to serve mine with some hot water cornbread, and that was all I needed. But if you wanted another side, what side would you serve along with this cabbage? Okay, y'all, I hope y'all enjoy this recipe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And please don't forget to hit that notification bell to get our new and upcoming videos. And to all our new viewers and subscribers, you are welcome to our channel. Okay, y'all, as always, I'm going to say y'all have a blessed day. And bye-bye for now. Love y'all. Stay safe and be blessed. My thoughts for today: remember to stay in your good character. Don't let anyone make you come out of your good character. Continue to be the loving and sweet person that you are.
We are at home cooking with Miss Brenda D. So welcome from Miss Brenda D and our family.
That's a hit!